Alright you guys, I have this video I'm making. I'm just going to measure from the edge of the cut, the fret cut, which you can see this is left here. There's a bunch of fret slot left, filler. And the board may be cut, but there's filler there keeping the nut from going, so some stuff needs to be filed away. That being said, measuring from the end of it to the end of this gives me that 1.04, give or take, a couple thousandths, no big deal. I'm not talking about thousands here, right? It gives it to me, well, let's see here. Let's just go right here. It gives it to me, but it's a little bit proud, right? Then he doesn't have the second number, so I'll write down what it actually is. Slot to slot is 1.4165. Then J2 is missed, so J3 actual measurement 1 point, go just in the inside of the slot, hold it to 1 and it should be good to the other. That's 1.23. So that's much smaller than what you were saying, right? And 1.818, and if it was this or here, it would be what? Way more. It'd be like 1.30. So it's not that. So 1.23, 1.26, that's off by 30 thousandths. That's like a millimeter. More than a millimeter, because 25.4. Here we go. Getting to the edge of the fret, to the edge of to these slots right here. And you're talking about a guy, look, I can freehand solder 0102 size surface mount resistors to IPC 600 spec. That means I can get it within Class A spec, which means I can get it in with 90% perfection in the location without a microscope. And you're telling me I can't take these simple measurements? Give me a break. These are, I was talking 2 to 5 micron measurements there, freehanding by eye. So I think I can do that. I think I can take these measurements. So what do we got here? This one says 1.17. It's too small, right? 1.17. It's pretty close. Not bad. Let's see. Double check it. Right here. Yeah, 1.173. Then, what's the next one? Next one, 5. Yeah, J5 is 1.1035. So these numbers are correct, right? Like I said, all these numbers are correct. All of them. All these numbers are correct. Except for the first one. The first one to the nut slot is actually too big. It's not 1 point. Look, it's not 1.0. It's 1.141 something. I'm still not all the way there. It's just a little bit more. And this is not to the nut. This is to the slot cut. So to the slot cut, it could even be as much as this right here, 1.2. We'll just say 1.42, okay? So 1.42 to the slot. Every other measurement's fine, but this one right here. Then if you go from here to the actual nut, because some of the slot material is left in here, it's keeping the nut away. The actual nut, 1.44. So you got like close to 4.04 millimeter, or sorry, inch. 0.04 inch too much. It's like, it's 0.039 inch is what I have it as when I really, really, really get in here. And I can, and you know what? Every once in a while, I'm like actually using this 30 times loop to actually double check and see how accurate I'm going. So that looks like me going like this. Going here and then going like this. And going, how close am I? That's pretty close. And what does that tell me? 1.4 0.4365. So minus that 1.4, it's that two. It's it's a millimeter. It's there. It's real. It's a real thing that happened. I have to file this. It has to come. If you're saying 1.4 is the amount, that's right here. Okay, that's 1.4, and if I put that right here, look how far that is. Look how far that is. Can you see that? You see that? Look how far that is. That's how far that is. It's too much distance. It's more than the nut slot, and it's wood. And it's a big amount. Now if you look at all these other measurements, look at them. Look at this one right here. This one is that one that's supposed to be 1.26. Look at it. Let's just go to 1.26 on here, right? And see how close that is, because it's probably perfect. I have no problem with the fret-to-fret lengths. Every fret-to-fret cut is totally perfect in my book. Look at this one. Look. The edge of that to the edge of that. It's off micro millis. It's probably just a touch shy of that. Not a significant amount. Now, next one. It's supposed to be 1.18. Let's just go to 1.18, right? We'll go to the 1.18 on here. Okay, that's a little bit high, but not a big deal high. But hey, that's close enough. 5 thousandths. Then 1.1. Oh, hey, let's see here. Look at this. Can you guys see this? It's pretty damn close. I'm not gonna care about that. That's right there. I mean, the difference is not a big deal. Let's go back here. 1.40, right? 1.40. Let's just do this one more time and drill it in hard. No one wants to see me be a fucking bullshitter. 1.40. Come over here so you got the perfect angle. Get this out of the way. Look at this. It's right like this. Right there. Look how far I have to go. It is not just, it's not, there's the nut fill material. The nut fill material goes about right here, right? And it's spacing it with a little bit of an air gap off the actual fretboard. But the actual spot it needs to be is like right here. So there's work that needs to be done. It's not in the right place. You're saying it's tiny amounts, but it makes it unintonatable. It makes it untunable. It's intonated. It's totally fully intonated if you have a capo on it. So I would say that's intonated. It's going to be intonated if I were to have that one thing be in the right spot. It's intonated to all the steel frets that I can't move. It's not intonated to the one thing I can't move.